Cavanaugh. You know, he got a button.
Cavanaugh.
Oh, I got buttons. You want me to hit a button?
Please hit Cavanaugh. Real fast.
Hold on. You guys want to see how many different things I can hit for buttons?
No.
Sure.
Because you about to hit all the bits.
No, I'm a YouTuber now. Check this out.
Okay, what you got? Okay.
I want me some glory hole.
There we go.
I am a monkey fan.
Okay.
Now this is
Wait, time out.
What you mean? What you mean? Wait, time out. What that mean?
Wait.
That was
What do you
Jerry?
mean by that?
What?
You know you like to get wet though.
What's a monkey fan?
Who's
What
a
you
monkey
mean?
fan?
Y'all don't remember when Jerry said
I don't.
I am a monkey fan.
Hey, Jerry, come on, man.
that was back when
He's
Dez
never
Bryant-
beating the allegations.
that was back when Dez had a monkey. And we had him on the show a long time ago, and we asked him about Dez and his monkey, and he said, "I am a monkey fan."
I bet you are. I bet you do like monkeys. Don't
Wait a
you?
minute. Oh, we live?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, come on.
There's 100 something. All right, hey, come on in.
Well, come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
This is an impromptu situation. Jeff Cavanaugh says he's a YouTuber now, so he wants to do some impromptu things like this. But Jeff will never just come to your channel for free. He'll never just come to Sky Channel for free. You got to link us all up together.
No, he called this morning. You know.
Yeah, he called and did Jerry this morning. So we're doing a it's not a simulcast, a trimulcast for 3. Or whatever, but yeah, Voch Lombardi, Jeff Cavanaugh, and Skywalker Steele just stopping by on his off day to come kick it with us, fellas. What's happening?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. But you know, I'm a YouTuber now, so I was like, man, I got to make sure I'm doing something every day. And sometimes,
what does that mean, Jeff? Tell me what does it mean that you're a YouTuber now? What do you mean by that?
I mean, I do YouTube. This is my job. This is what I do. It used
Hard,
to be
ain't it, Jeff?
What?
It's hard, ain't it?
It's tough.
It's not tough. I'm bored a lot.
That's part of why stuff.
Yeah, it's tough because you're bored a lot. And then it's like May. So it's like,
That's
okay.
what I'm saying. Like, it's
Right. Like the channel is built on cowboy content and it's May 13th. What are you going to do after you did something on May 12th and May 11th and May 14th? And it's like, well, I don't know. But I have found, and the draft is the first thing that showed this to me, get with other people who know what they're talking about a topic. And it'll happen, and you don't even have to worry about it. And it's just like, what are we going to do? And I was like, I don't know. I just wanted to jump on and do something with Voch. I didn't have a plan for what we were going to do. And then I was watching Sky this morning. I was like, we should invite Sky. So I invited Sky.
I appreciate
it. Was like, do I have a plan? No, I don't have a plan. But I bet people will show up, and there will be a chat, and it's 3 people who know what the hell they're talking about when it comes to football and the Cowboys. And I bet we end up doing a show that's fine.
So Jeff, here's the secret. So you got a draft with 8 players. That's 9 days worth of content. One, you got the big picture. Then we got Guyton. We're gonna talk about Marshawn. And we're gonna talk about Marist. Beebe get 2 episodes by himself, and you just get to roll down that joint. That's how we're gonna do. So, but hey, it's Voch Lombardi, Jeff, and Sky. Mini camp has happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rookie minicamp. Rookie
minicamp. They are catching them up to speed. They are teaching them how to do drills. They are telling people where to line up. I ain't got no video footage of this. You know what I'm saying? So
Guy has a butt ton.
You see, I got some stuff here.
Skywalker Steele is the hardest working man. Well, it's a combination, I think, because I don't want to pretend that other people don't work hard. But Sky works hard doing this part and figuring out how to do other things.
He the hardest working in the business. You ain't got
before, like all the way up until we went live, I was literally prepping for tomorrow's show. So yeah, man, busting my ass.
So how about this? Let's do this, Jeff and Sky.
Yeah,
we could talk about the rookies and what they gonna have to deal with when big camps get here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think God, that day for Tyler Guyton is gonna be wild.
Okay, so let's fast forward to like pad day.
Sorry.
I think that's cool. I think that's cool. Let me see what Will still got pulled up for us here. What this mean?
Courtesy of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, yo, Sky, I heard you say that earlier. I know what that means. I know what that means. We trying to get no emails here. So let's get into it then, man. Like what's the path look like, right? From the rookie joints to when the vets get here. And if y'all want to go to like training camp and all that, what's life gonna look like for these guys? And we ain't gotta do everybody, because I'm sure Ryan Flournoy, is not gonna have an oddly different camp than like an Andy Jones would, or like a Jalen Brooks would. He may go through the same hype that TJ Vasher would go through. Like there's a different young wide receiver every single year for this. So we probably ain't gotta So we probably ain't gotta tap into him too much. But you did bring up a great point. There is this cycle of Cowboy linemen beating the hell out of a pass rusher to making them great, and then this pass rusher beats the hell out of these, and it's all I'm gonna whoop you till you old, right? Like D-Law, pardon me, not D-Law, Ware, DeMarcus Ware,
Tyron Smith.
Condition Tyron beat the hell out of Randy until Randy gave up, and then Micah came in and beat the hell out of Tyron Smith. And look, I felt like I saw a hero die. Skywalker, I was there with you. So now we got Micah, who's at the top of his game, and Tyler Guyton, who's lacking traits. But if there's a microwave that can bring up some traits, it's goddamn Duke Manny Weather. So Jeff, what you think microwave Duke Manny Weather versus Michael Parsons?
Microwave Manny Weather is wild.
Microwave Manny Weather Guyton gonna look like versus Michael Parsons, and what's that gonna do for his long?
The Guyton pick scared me when they made it, which is why I know he's gonna be good. Because anytime that I'm like, I don't know about that, then it turns out that they were right and I was wrong, and so I can't wait for him to make a Pro Bowl as a rookie. It's gonna be fine.
Let me stop you. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Voch about to tell you ain't wrong.
You're not wrong. I'm gonna be fighting this fight all year.
Because all I'm telling you is what I saw from a player at Oklahoma. I can't control what he does next.
Jeff, everybody agrees to what's on film.
Right.
Duke Manny Weather changes his projection. He changes the projection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what we saw at Oklahoma was him punching people like this.
Also, I'm sorry. Also, we don't know the mental of the player until he gets here. Like, we don't know. And this dude seems like a smart, hardworking dude and loves the game of football. If he was, sorry, Voch, boss man fat, totally different story.
Dude.
I know. But that's the example. It's the best example.
Kelvin had some good second round Kentucky film though, man. It's just that he wanted to be a rapper. We don't have that.
That's what I'm saying.
He had way too much fun at the OT Tavern where I used to have paid endorsement appearances. But the reason that I stopped doing that is because it was a place where what happened could happen. And sometimes happened.
Oh, Jeff, we save it. We go. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that.
I'm playing with knives on the stream.
But Jeff, sorry to cut you off though. Like you was saying.
Wait, that was great. Sorry to cut you off. With the knife in his hand.
Y'all want to see something?
What you got?
Y'all keep going. I'm gonna go get mine. I'll be right back. I gotta be back.
Oh shit.
What you about to get? What you about to get?
I gotta get out of here. Hold on. My back hurts too.
Because I got some too. I can bring
This is supposed to be a football stream. Can we not go bar for bar with your weapons?
But Sky, okay, so serious question, right? Do you think the Manny Weather is enough to recover Tyler Guyton in like 6 months, 4 months, 3 months, or whatever? Do you think? Oh, that's cold. I ain't got shit like that. I ain't got nothing like that.
Pull it out.
I gotta bring the what's
is that Jaime's sword from Game of Thrones?
No, that's from Final Fantasy.
Pretty much, yeah. No, do you guys remember when Adrian Peterson was broke and they were auctioning off all his stuff?
No, that is. I remember that. That was on Larry David or something like that.
Okay, so yeah, they were auctioning off all of Adrian's stuff, but then he got mad and sued him because he was like, I didn't tell you could sell some of the stuff. And so they stopped it. And I kept bidding on the sword. This was Adrian Peterson's sword.
So why would you say you're not allowed to sell that shit and then show all us you got it?
No, here's what happened.
You live in Texas.
I was bidding on Adrian Peterson's sword.
Uh-huh.
And then the auction got paused because they were trying to sell stuff that he said they weren't supposed to sell. And I had been bidding forever. I got up to like almost $400 for this sword. And then when they paused it, I was like, I guess it would be cool to say I have Adrian Peterson's sword, but I just looked up based on what it was and where it came from, and it cost $95. So I saved $300 and I just bought one by myself.
Oh, my sword costs more.
I have the same sword that Adrian Peterson had, but I don't have his.
That sword's fashioned really well, but you wouldn't win a sword fight with it, would you, Jeff?
No, I don't think it was. I have a newfound respect for this is gonna be a weird sentence. Knights. I have a newfound respect for knights.
That's strange.
This is heavy and awkward.
Yeah.
Anybody who could you could not hit me with this.
Yeah, like a rifle. Yeah.
It would take way too long to make things happen with this. And I think I would just step in and punch you in the face while you were swinging.
I gained that respect from Game of Thrones when I saw how slow they were moving. But it was, they're enacting the reality of the situation. You got like 100 pounds of, armor on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's I wouldn't have won back then, but I would have been the guy that, like in Game of Thrones, I would have been
I've been a smart one. I've been doing
I would have been
Tyrion stuff,
I would have been the Red Viper of Dorne. Like I'd been the dude that showed up.
Oh, he was a beast. Hold on.
And just shorts and a t-shirt with a stick.
Cool.
And I'd be like, great, you guys, congrats on walking around in all your heavy stuff with your big heavy weapons. I'm just gonna run around in circles and poke you until you get tired because y'all are wearing too much crap.
Got his fucking eyes squeezed out of skull too. His ass got.
Well, he got a little confident, a little cocky, say her name and blah blah blah. Just kill him, bastard.
But Jeff, to your point though, and I'm gonna parlay it with Ultra Cowboy not talking about my wins, and that's okay. What's on film is on film. Yeah, and I do think the league sees things and they can make sense. Okay, well, show me the Micah Parsons Von Miller film, or show me the Tyler Smith Larry Allen film, or show me the Tyler Guyton, whoever we're projecting him to be. Like, show me that film in college or whatever, right? But there is this grace period, right? This time in between to where Kelvin Joseph got to decide if he's a football player or if he's a rapper or whatever. And some people pick rapper. Some people pick chilling out. Some people pick cooling. You know what I'm saying? So, Jeff, despite what Coach Captain, I'm not holding you responsible for what you saw on the college tape, because the college tape was the college tape. But Will still makes great points on this every time he says it. Shouts out to the mentals of Guyton and wanting to work hard. And he walking in going, man, my hands do not work with my feet, and I need to fix that before I get into the league. And Duke Manyweather's the one to do it. So Jeff, now you can go on that.
Make words. Yeah, I love Duke, and I think he can help. I do think it's wild if we just pretend that means that everything's going to be great and pretend that he, like, going from right tackle to left tackle isn't a big deal, or like it'll be tough. It'll be tough.
Okay, I got something for y'all.
And I do think that this guy's gonna go get a weapon. I think this guy's gonna please don't. We don't have to show all the rifles. We don't have to show everything we own that we can protect our house with. Here, a Hindu god statue that'll take care of me.
Got a machete, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, though, Jeff. We listen.
And even with Guyton, it's interesting because everything we know of the last couple of months says that Tyler Guyton wants it. Tyler Guyton works hard. Tyler Guyton, as soon as he got drafted, got an Airbnb that was right by Duke's place and got to work.
Sure.
But if you rewound 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you would actually hear opposite of that. When it came to the grind and the work ethic type stuff. So I'm very encouraged by the last few months of it. And I also don't hold you to what you were when you were 17 years old. Sky, what do you have there?
I got kids.
Dangerous.
I got kids. He got kids. We got the soul. We got kids. Okay, so I got the soft stuff where they want to play. Okay, but wait. I took the youngin. To one of them conventions.
One of them cons. Come on, Sky. Come on, Sky.
No, go on now. Wait a minute now.
Oh.
And I get bored. I come upstairs and
people are leaving.
Okay. So I got a little something in there too. Well, my son do. But that's all. That's all I want to show.
I love this.
Why would people be leaving? I think this is important, Voch. This is how we bridge the month of May. This is how you do it.
Yeah,
you walk in and you start with cowboy stuff, right? And you're like, look, you're watching a cowboy thing, but then you trick them into liking you, and you can end up branching off other directions, and people don't even realize what happened. They're like, I was watching my cowboy guy, and they don't even realize that really we were just playing with swords.
Jeff, I ain't gonna say it loud, but me, you, and Will still got to put weaponry in your hand and show you how to maneuver weaponry.
What are you saying?
Because last time we invited you to go use some weaponry, and you was like, "What, we going golfing?" And I was like, "Nah, not that range. We was going to the other one." And
here's the thing: we've had different life experiences. I don't need it.
Me neither.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Yo, Jeff, me neither. Trust me.
I'm safe. I am a straight white male.
Likewise. I'm safe than a motherfucking Jeff. You never need it till you need it.
Okay.
But anyway, I do think Tyler Guyton is going to be fine. I think he was fine already because he plays tackle, and Dak gets rid of the ball quickly, and there's a lot of ways you can hide tackle. So if he is on this plan where it takes 2 years to fix him and develop him or whatever, I do think you can live with him. Why? Because I've seen Dak live with Chuma Doga. I've seen Dak live with Cam Fleming and Cam Irving and Ty Nsekhe and Xavier Su'a-Filo. Go ahead, sir.
Can I riddle you both this?
Por favor.
Because I do think I agree with you. I think if and when Cooper Beebe wins the center job, from left guard to right guard is fun.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to people move and it'll be so fun.
Yes.
But if Tyler Guyton, I do think Tyler Guyton has a better chance to be a good pass blocker before he's a good run blocker. Sure. I believe that.
Yes.
Sure.
And if that's true, that's a good thing, because I do think it gets tough if you have to help two tackles. And if Terrence Steele doesn't refine something, it's going to be wild if you have a rookie who's moving from right tackle to left tackle, who's young, who hasn't played offensive line very long, and he ain't the one who needs the help.
Well, right there, Jeff, you said he hasn't played offensive line very long. I thought the same thing, moving from right to left. I'm like, damn, that's going to be tough because all those reps at right tackle. But he hasn't had a whole lot. And he said that, he's used to playing left tackle, I guess, in practice, maybe TCU. I don't know.
Yeah, well, TCU, he was an H-back, and then how did he practice it? Yeah, he was not an offensive lineman.
Did you hear his story about that? He
I know
said,
he got there. They were like, we don't really know what to do with him.
It was on the one rep. It was on the one rep.
Yeah, he basically was like, hey, we need to tight end. He said, I'll do it. So he went out there, and then they put him in a game, and that was the only time he ever did
play that he had, but he was practicing O-line.
He's practicing O-line. So I just wonder if he hasn't been playing on the right side so much, like Awesome Richards, right? Awesome Richards had like 13,000 snaps in college. Yeah. Had he had that many snaps on the right side and had to play left, then I'd be worried. I feel like he's quite literally a ball of clay, but that's a good thing because you can mold him how you want, but it's also a negative thing because you got to expect some growing pains with this kid.
I think this is a really good comment because it kind of says what we're saying, right? When we build draft boards, Jeff and Sky, we build for 32 teams. I'm just telling you who's good and who's ain't. So if Tyler Guyton was drafted by any other team, we ain't got to say teams in the East. We can say any team.
Oh, I would have said Mike is going to eat him.
It greatly depends on your resources. So contrary to what you say, Alex, if he went to the Eagles, I think he'll be fine because Eagles have quality O-line coaches. And I've seen them turn a rugby player to a football player. I've seen your bodies, but that's a part of your resources. Duke Manyweather is a Cowboy resource. He for everybody, but he across the street from us.
Yeah.
If Tyler Guyton go to New York, food. His ass is food. If he goes to Seattle, any of those places, right? So it greatly depends on your resources, right? The college tape don't change. But your projection does. And at the end of the day, though, brother Jeff, that's really what we was, preaching over here. Thanks, Alex. I guess that's what we was preaching over here.
I guess
Alex Eagles, man. I don't fool him. But
screw you, Alex.
I don't fool him. But doubling down on the offensive line meant so much to me because when people call them ugly pigs, like the non-sexy pigs, ain't nothing more sexy than what Beebe do to people. You know what I'm saying? But once you've taken care of the ugly picks, the O-line, the D-line stuff, you ain't really got to worry about it. Once you hit on those picks, Zach Martin is your guard for 12 years. Tyron is your tackle for 10 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to keep doing musical chairs like we've been doing with wide receiver or linebacker or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you haven't had a good offensive line for real since Travis left, I think I've been trying to advocate to people, man. Center's more important than they think. And I think Beebe about to come out here and smoke the hell out of people. Now, we know that there's going to be this earn it period to where the first offensive line about to be Chuma Doga, Tyler, Brock Hoffman. Jeff, you know it. Brock Hoffman going to roll out there first.
Man, come on.
They start lying to us at the beginning.
Zach ain't going to practice. TJ Bass going to be up there first. And Terrence Steele. They tried to push Connor McGovern on us all the way to preseason game 4.
Yeah.
And we was mad. You know what I'm saying? But It just is what it is. But I think it's inevitable that Beebe going to be your center. There was a little bit of chatter that he could be guard first and Hoffman gonna be out there. But you just heard him. Will Steele play one of the clips or whatever. Somebody was saying, "Hey man, he's taking snaps. Beebe's taking snaps. He's a center, and that's what it is." So I love what we looking like on the double down.
I want me some glory hole.
Goddamn right you do.
So yeah, I love like that made the Guyton pick.
Yes,
that the Beebe pick made the Guyton pick a pick I liked because it kind of lines up with even when it's like it's a guy that I'm nervous about as an NFL rookie.
Yeah,
I get it because it's kind of in lockstep with other things that I believe in. Like I do believe in drafting with positional value in mind. If you go with your first 3 rounds like they did last draft, not this one, and you go run stopping nose tackle, followed by a tight end, followed by a linebacker.
Yeah.
It's kind of gross. And if you miss, it becomes even worse. Cause I'm like, oh, you missed on the less valuable positions. That's a double miss. That's awful. So if you're going to take a traits offensive tackle in the first round, but in it, you got to trade down.
You got a gangster center.
And the trade down netted you a dude that on tape is a monster. And if his arms were 2 inches longer, he'd have been picked 40 picks earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're doing something right.
Yeah.
Because then you start thinking about the reset on the offensive line beyond 2024. I know we're thinking 2024 because we got all these players with 1-year deals. But if you can set up whoever's going to be behind the center, if you can set them up for the future with Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith, and Cooper Beebe for 2025 and beyond, I feel a whole lot better than had you not taken the tackle and not taking the center or taking, I don't know, a corner in round 1 than the center. I still would have been like, hey, man, we rolling what? Chuma Doga out there? And then what for the future? So, yeah, the parlaying, what was it, 24 to 29 and 73 plus Cooper Beebe?
Yeah.
Shit, man, that's wonderful. I don't care who the tackle was because he's working with Duke.
And then there was a comment in the chat about, does it make you nervous, like about their ability to develop offensive linemen outside the first round? With Beebe, no, because Beebe you don't have to develop.
He ready right now.
Beebe is not a traits pick. Beebe is a that dude kicks ass pick. That's a hell yes, we love this guy pick.
Yeah.
It has been hit or miss, but I mean, technically, Tyler Biadasz 4-year starter at center. I will take that dub.
McGovern too.
Terrence Steele, Connor McGovern. They haven't been the first round hits.
Ball and Walesko the only misses. Yeah.
Ball Walesko. We don't know what's up with Awesome. I mean, Chaz Green. There's guys, but if I think he's going to be better than Tyler Biadasz, and that's a dub.
I think, yeah. Do you think that as a rookie? You think as a rookie he's better?
I think he's going to be better getting to the second level, climbing to the second level, and finishing.
And anchoring.
I think he may not be there from an understanding because he said it. The hardest thing right now is calling out the defenses. But physically, I think he will be better than Tyler for year 1.
Yeah, I think there's a reasonable chance that he's better than Tyler Biadasz right out of the gate.
Yeah.
If he catches up mentally, I don't think it's far-fetched at all.
Yeah. Tyler just didn't have the ability to snap and deal with somebody right on top of him. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't able to do that. And what I love about and just what I love about Beebe, you could just watch his film, man. He's whooping pros, man. Like he's whooping professional Tavondre Sweat, Byron Murphy ass kids. Like he's kicking their ass like day one. And I never seen him deal with a bull rush that he can't handle, you know? Now that bull rush is different than Javon Hargrave's bull rush. It's different. You know what I'm saying? So I do think Peanut Butter BB is going to be different, but rookie BB should be maybe like a little less than what Biadasz is, maybe right up on Biadasz or whatever. But like in the future, like it's probably going to be miles.
I think he'll reach so much better than Biadasz did. And then at the second level, he'll be able to, he says dirt people. I watched Biadasz too many times get to the second level and nothing, nothing happened. But BB, he's going to create bigger lanes if the guys behind him get to the lane. But he'll create bigger lanes than Biadasz, I think.
And yeah, because I mean, even on tape, you're like, look at this dude dump truck everybody. And then when you do, if you're into this stuff at the combine or the pro days, his athletic testing was through the roof.
And that's why I'm constantly fighting people on the Tyler Guyton project is not the Tyler Smith project. When I look at Tyler Biadasz, he never was like dirt chew guy. Like he never was powerful guy. Even at Wisconsin, he never was that guy. And when he develops, he's still not that guy. BB's that guy. So when he develops, I can only imagine that he's a better version of that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are who you are in college. You're just a little better in the pros, whatever. Like, I ain't never seen nobody develop ass whoop like that. I mean, Terrence Steele, I don't know what they put in his fucking water, but they turned him into a dude, right? But Tyler Guyton is clearly the athlete guy. He's not the ass whoop guy. And if there's anything that give me pause about him, Guyton was at the press conference or whatever.
Yo, I was just about to bring that up. Go ahead.
He was like, "Yeah, man, shit, I'm violent, dog. I want to smoke the hell out of people." I'm like, man, what film is this?
No, you're not.
And that made me feel like you're lying to us. Like, can I trust you now? You know, I don't want you to say, like, you did a real good job saying, "Hey, man, my hands do not match my feet. I'm working on that." Okay, cool. That's honest. If you're honest, we can work on that. I'm violent. Show me the film.
Yeah.
Show me the film of you being violent.
No, we're gonna try to learn to turn what you have into violent.
But that's Jeff knowing us, watch Tyler Guyton go out there day one and smoke the shit out of Sam Williams. Watch you do it. Watch you do it.
Here's the thing. He obviously has the athletic ability to be violent.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get in that room next to Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, Zach Martin, and Terrence and be like, I can't be the only one that's not out here, ass whooping.
Yeah.
So I think it's good to know that he wants to be violent.
Yeah.
He has the mentality to want to be violent. Now, he wasn't doing it on tape, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But now being in that room, you don't want to be the guy left out.
Yeah.
You don't want to go in those rooms, Jeff, and be like, "Hey, man, you're being lazy over here."
Man, having all of these guys out here where like Tyler Smith and Tyler Guyton are opposites as prospects, right? So Tyler Smith was violent.
Yeah.
Tyler
too
Smith
violent sometimes.
Too violent.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Tyler Guyton is like a dancing bear that I'm like, all right, well, let me find this violence. You've got nice, nifty feet. Let's find some violence. And if he does, unfortunately, boy, the Joneses are going to be talking about running this damn football so much. And I'm going to get so sad if they end up doing this.
So you think they're going to overcorrect? I don't think so.
I think organizationally, and I don't know if it's overcorrect, but I think organizationally, like listening to Zimmer and knowing the way that the Joneses talk, there is this 2 year in a row now in the offseason where the talk about is we got to get better at running the football and stopping the run. And like both of those things are true.
That's true.
They do want to I want them to be better at both of those things too, but I want them to do those while remembering at all times this is a passing league.
Sure.
So you got a center that I think is a nice people mover. Your left guard is a people mover.
Yeah.
Your right guard is still a good enough people mover. Your right tackle used to be a people mover. Left tackle doesn't fit that. But
right tackle healthy though, Jeff.
Right tackle healthy, man. Because of what Jeff, do me a favor. Go back and watch the Packers game. Him against Rashawn Gary in that game, and just watch how he moves compared to the first 5-6 weeks. He's night and day. I think Terrence Steele's going to be fine.
Jeff ain't finna go back and watch. Huh?
Well, I don't want to go back.
Why not?
I watch. I mean, I will go back. No, I'm a YouTuber now. I got to take up whatever time it takes to do all the stuff I got to do.
Do it live.
Watching offensive lineman film is fun though.
Talk that shit, Scott.
I hate offensive lineman film.
Oh,
because you don't understand, Jeff. Because you don't understand.
What do you mean I don't understand?
You don't understand. You understand, Jeff. Like it's more than just fat people running into each other, Jeff. Like it's something happening every single play. It ain't like corner or something. You know?
Oh, I know. Oh yeah, corner's boring. Safety is the most boring. I'm sure y'all, Voch. I'm sure because you talk to Brian Broaddus every Friday. I'm sure he's told you the Ed Reed story at some point. Did he tell you about watching Ed Reed?
Oh yeah. When he was off the film and he was
Jerry Jones. He was showing Jerry Jones the film of Ed Reed, and Jerry's like, okay, now where is he? And Brian has the little red dot thing, and he points at like 3 feet left of the screen they're watching. He's like, he's there because you can't see him. He lies up 30 yards deep and goes and picks passes off. You try to show Jerry, and he don't understand because he's like, where is he? He's like, well, he's over there. He'll be here later.
The stories I love that Brian tells for draft and Jerry is you have to tell Jerry this player reminds you of somebody from 1986.
Yeah.
That's all hey, that's cool, BB fella. I mean, he could be the Nate Newton. Oh, sign. Well, you can do the Jerry voice.
This is Stepnoski.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's who this is.
There's the only way he understands it. Now, fellas, I say this though, and this is something that I'm going to talk about on the live stream tomorrow because we're going back to independent. Jeff just want to tap in for a little bit, but we just talking about people that I think are going to be competitive year one.
Kalen Carson.
Man, come on.
Ooh, I'm talking about him tomorrow.
Scott,
What do you mean, man? Come on.
Scott, let me tell you something, dog.
Kalen Carson might take Jay Lou's job, even though he's
We talking now.
Oh, Jeff, I've been repeating myself for a couple of weeks now. Oh, sir. Bland ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
Diggs ain't going nowhere.
Bland could go to the slot.
He could.
No. Oh, no. I want to put Galen in there.
I mean, Kalen played outside, but you know,
I've seen it, man.
But he's tough. He could go.
He be jamming those slot receivers.
He can go anywhere. But if I'm just looking at it, I think Bland is still his best at nickel. He can do anything. I still think he's his best at nickel. But man, what if he go out there, Kalen Carson, right? What if he go out there and he just start locking up?
Well, he will start locking up as long as he's not guarding CD. I mean, the Cowboys don't have more than
what if it's Tolbert?
1.5 receivers.
Yeah, but
it has to be Cooks.
I think he will lock up Tolbert because we could lock up Tolbert.
That's a lie.
Oh, Jeff.
That's a lie. Jeff, you don't do Jalen Tolbert like that. Come on, Jeff, don't do Jalen. But like,
okay. I exaggerated.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the player and what he was projected, and he went to the 5th round. I think that's way too far. But what if we go out there and camp and we're like, hey man, he out there running with Cooks, man. He out there.
It happened with Deron Bland. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, and you need him to, honestly, because if it's not him, like, and I'm not even saying taking somebody's job, right? It's very possible that I think Kalen Carson's going to be a Cowboys starter next year, and that they will ride with J. Lou. But I think he's good enough that we will be at a training camp going, are we sure he shouldn't be out there? But he needs to be good, and he needs to be the hit that we all think that he's going to be, because if not, like, you're not going to have all your corners be healthy all year.
Yep,
and if it ain't him, whoever goes out there is dead in the water.
I mean, Jay Lewis is an injured guy, right?
But if you tell me you're going to play Eric Scott in an NFL football game, with all due respect,
that pick
why you say
a little bit, bro?
Why you say Eric ready to go, man? Eric Scott is a name people need to look out for next year.
No, and that's fine, and that's why I brought it up, because I saw that he said that, and like, that's cool. I love that athletes are in the podcast game now, and that everybody wants to have a podcast, and I think that's great. Yeah. Okay, bet. We'll go back to a word that we used 20 years ago. Bet. Bro, if he gets on an NFL field, they will find him, and you're going to find out in a hurry, because the ball is going to go there every play.
To be fair, though, Jeff, like, cornerback around the league ain't great. So wouldn't that be the case for like most people?
Not Kalen Carson.
Okay.
I just said, like, Eric Scott was a guy that was a Dan Quinn long arm pick. He, like, even in college, his tape didn't say I can cover guys in man coverage. Like, you don't have the feet for it. He's not a guy that can stay with guys that are reasonable route runners. And I don't know, right? People develop. It's not like we get to see him every day. Maybe they've seen him and they're like, yeah, watch out, this is gonna be his year. No,
I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something, because they traded a future 5th or 6th round, I think it was a 5th round pick, to go up and get him.
Yeah.
And if they really felt that way about him, I don't think Kalen Carson is on this team.
Sure.
Because why would you draft him there when you could take another position that you needed?
And Deshaun's still here, right?
I mean,
I'm telling you, that's the same as Eric Scott. It's the same. It's like Eric Scott's not as tall, but it was the same thing. It was a traits pick. It was he's really long and has some ball production. Dan Quinn loves him.
I wonder if that's why Carson fell, the ball production. But
if anything, though, Jeff, I at least, this is Carson's 2nd year. Oh, I mean, this is Eric Scott's 2nd year.
Yeah.
So I at least want to see what you are. I know what Nashawn is. You see what I'm saying? So I can be cool on pushing Nashawn off the bridge to make some room. I'm not here to push. I keep forgetting his name. I just said Eric Scott. I'm not here to push Eric off the bridge just yet, because I don't know what he is just yet. You know what I mean? Like, he could have made one of these off-season transformations, and now he's a whole new dude. Jeff, don't say he ain't a whole new dude, because changes and coaches and schemes and all that can make dudes whole new dudes. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Everybody's different in different schemes, but I think I just base it off of.
I don't think he's better than Carson's traits wise coming out of college. I don't
think
Carson's
close.
Quicker. I think the click trigger is there. The hips are more fluid. He's more stick. I think they're like night and day from traits. I just think they're opposites in regards to that. And
I think Kalen Carson is really, I need to see his arm length or something, because I don't know, like, I think that where he was picked, to me, that he dropped. And Eric Scott was a guy that everybody looked at the Cowboys sideways for going up to get him. Like, are you sure you had to draft him?
31 3/8, wingspan 75 5/8.
Okay.
He's the best.
So not long. So yeah, he's just like an average size dude, average speed for a corner, but you've got 4 years of tape of a good cornerback.
Yeah, I love him in the slot. And again, like I said, I'm going to go in. I wish I would have known we were talking about how to pull up the tape. I just feel like all the traits scream the quickness, the hips are loose. He sees it. He can, click, see it, and go. And we're going to play a lot of off coverage, I think, in Zim's scheme. We'll get some man right up press, but I think they're also going to play off. And man, if he doesn't get routed up for the double move because he's very aggressive, he's going to be lighting up some wide receivers on these quick passes. I mean, lighting them
perfect. You tell, he's aggressive and double moves will hit him. All right, he'll fit right in.
Well,
Bland and Diggs are like, yes,
we get picks though. But but this defense is probably gonna be a little different. We got safety helping this bitch now. You know what I'm saying? You can probably take some chances. Maybe Zimmer is and something else too. Sam Williams said this, and Wanye kind of said it. Saying Zim wants you to do what Zim wants you to do. So it's not going to be it's probably not going to be a whole bunch of risking something. It's not going to be a whole bunch of, hey, I'm about to go do this, or hey, let me just go run this stunt, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's probably going to be, everybody's probably going to play within the scheme or whatever, So I doubt.
And let me. I don't want people to think that he's just getting routed up with a bunch of double moves.
Look at the way he moves. That is a corner.
That's right. What I meant when I said that was, and again, I'm going to detail tomorrow. If you watch him when he's playing off and wide receivers are allowed to get some depth in their route, he has to guess now, right? So if I have to guess if I'm going to do like a deep out, a deep in, and his trigger is there, is great. But if a wide receiver hits you with that, and he's going straight, now he's chasing because he is trying to sit on an out route or a curl or something like that.
Sure.
And I seen him and it wasn't a lot. Notre Dame, it happened. He missed a tackle against Florida State.
Ooh, a lot of hating.
But no. He's a great tackler.
A lot of hating.
He's a great tackler. Yeah. In fact, that tape against Florida State, it's perfect tape. When I say perfect, I mean he had great plays, but he also got beat.
Yeah, he just can't catch.
He cannot catch.
Everything else he's got. He just can't.
That's why he has 3 interceptions.
Yeah, that's why, and none in the last 2 years. That's why he has pass breakups and not picks.
8 deflections last year, 7 the year before, something like that. So
he got a ton of pass breakups, right?
Byron Jones, baby. Let's go. Byron was good.
But hold on. Let me say this though, because I think we're at a point where I think this is fair to say this. Just like with offensive line having resources, Al Harris's corners seem to be, you know what I'm saying? They seem to put it together. They seem to get the hand on the football. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't doubt the fact that Kalen Carson can get one hand on the football and probably can't get 2 hands on the football. And then Al Harris put his arm around the shoulder like, hey man, this is how you do it.
Which is why I want to keep Deron Bland on the outside. I mean, I don't want to. I shouldn't say that. I think if you put DB on the outside with Diggs and you got safety help, those guys can be playmakers for you. Carson's so physical. So is DB though. DB's physical. Yeah. Carson's so physical in that slot. You could blitz him. He could play against the run, things like that, and knock passes down. You don't really get a lot of interceptions in the slot. Yeah. Get a lot of pass breakups.
Where my shotgun at, man? Jeff up here.
Hold on.
I just noticed it as Voch is making a point. He just starts fiddling with a knife.
It's a habit, Jeff. It's my fault. It's just,
that's your fidget spinner.
I'm about to keep this on my desk now, Voch. Thank you.
I got a sharp fidget spinner. But I think highly, and look, low-key, man. Low-key though, this draft is like a future draft, but I think it's gonna be a lot of like today help. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, last year's wasn't a now or a future draft, so whichever.
Well, last year felt like a future draft, and it was worse.
We got to see, Jeff.
You can't say a nose tackle has to be a now pick, even though it is a tough position to transition in. Like that, if you're taking a run stopper, you're trying to stop the run now. Like that's a now pick.
And it didn't work. But Hankins was here. He wasn't going to start.
Yeah. And he's not going to be who like whoever Mazi is in 3 years. That ain't who he was last year. You know, like D line, D tackle in particular just works like that. Like he gonna get moved around a little bit early, but by the time you're year 3, 4, 5, all these tackles, man. Like Olsen year 1 is different than Olsen year 4.
Quinnen, Dexter,
Justin Matabuike just getting paid.
Matabuike,
he like 8-9 years in. He's just now getting paid. So
only Jalen Carter and Aaron Donald know how to do this as rookies.
their top 15 or so picks. Yeah, sure. So I mean, that's what. Unless you like Jeffrey Simmons or something, you get in trouble and then you fall and they take you in the 20s. But you're supposed to be like a top guy. You know what I mean? So I'm not out on Mazi, but where you at with Louisville, Jeff?
You said his name wrong.
What is?
I used to look it up every time.
Jeff, hold on, Jeff. Okay, so let me ask you, Jeff, where you at on Maris Left?
No, Maris Lua.
Maris Left.
There we go.
Luf.
Thank you.
I will say this. Like when we talk about future draft, he is part of at least taking a linebacker room that you look at and go, oh my God, they have nothing to, man, this could be a lot of fun. And maybe not right away. Like, I don't think he was as good of a sort of cover guy as some of the advanced stats tell us. Like I saw the Pro Football Focus stuff. It's like, he's the best covered linebacker in the world. And I'm like,
he can run with guys, but
yeah. But I think it kind of lined up to me where Tyler Guyton exists as his own little thing as a draft pick because that was your very first pick and you need a left tackle. Everything after that was kind of the same thing of we want to beat ass.
Yeah.
Like we're going to pick a pass rusher.
What you guys got?
What do you guys got?
Jared Goff just got
Dak just went up.
Hey, bro, they're not paying Dak, bro.
It's
not happening.
Let me see what Jared Goff got. Man.
Let me look too.
These dudes, Jared Goff just got $212 million.
Okay, 4 for 212. That's 50.
And
Dak about to get paid by somebody, but these dudes, I don't know if they're going to do it.
53. Okay, 53 per. That don't affect Dak. Dak wasn't going to sign at 53.
No, but it's Jared Goff.
Yeah. That does. So the going rate
I think Jared Goff's a good quarterback. I think quarterbacks will get paid. But
it's more firmly established that the going rate for the very good ones is 60 plus.
How the leads fall, man.
Come in at like I think he can go 50. What is Hurts? 52, and what is
Jackson
MVP?
Jackson is 52. Hurts is 61.
57 should suffice.
Joe Burrow, the highest paid with 55.
55 per is the high number. That's the
Herbert is
52.5. I think 56, 57 should be fine.
But man, jump on this shit early.
I mean, that's a whole other.
You get him at 49. You jump on this shit early, and everybody go, "Oh my God, $49 million for Dak."
Same thing with CeeDee Lamb.
Oh man, it's gonna be a long. Hey, look, the TV deal, right, guys? Hey,
look, Goff has done this for Dak before. Remember when 33 was too much for Dak, and that's what Goff got, and then Dak got 40 when he just hung around. So now Goff is going to get his 52.5, and Dak will take his 57.5, and he'll thank Jared again.
Hey man, the agents colluding against us, guys. Hey, them motherfuckers on the phone together, trying. But somebody still got to go first. Somebody's still gotta go first. Just give him money, man.
That stuff is just dumb from Steven when it's just like, well, why would they do it? It's like, yes, you're right that they have a lot of leverage now because you're one of the only teams in football that couldn't figure out a way to get it done way earlier.
All the lines.
One of the only teams.
Most teams get that stuff done way earlier. And now that you've waited, it's like, well, Cowboy fans, look, what do you want us to do? They've got us over a barrel. Yeah, because you slowly crawled on top of that barrel.
Exactly.
And then look, you know what? When your team is built nicely and you take care of your business, you don't care nothing about that 73 overall pick like we do. The 73 overall pick matters to us because we trying to build on the fly because we ain't doing shit else hard. These guys don't care nothing about 73 overall. Care about that? What you saying about Louisville, Jeff? I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Man, my bad. I just kind of
like. So I kind of like him. Like he lined up with what they wanted to do. Second round pick is an ass kicking son of a bitch at defensive end. Like, I'm a violent son of a bitch. Let's go run into each other. And then Cooper Beebe is a violent son of a bitch. And then the linebacker is a violent son of a bitch. Sometimes that's why he misses tackles because he just wants to hit people really hard. And I think that's fun to have guys that can be sort of tempo setters that, when we show up, we're here to hit. We're not, it's not just about skill. It is violent temperament, and he brings that. So I think having him in a room with Overshown and kind of having them both be rookies is fun. I wish that pick had been the USC running back.
So Jeff, let me ask you this though. Pause right there. Let me ask both of y'all, okay? Because whoever you pick, you asked out at the other spot, right? So you go linebacker, all your running backs gone. You go running back right there, all your linebackers are gone.
That's fine.
Because I wanted Jalen Wright, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying?
Lloyd or Wright was my guys right there.
Lloyd or Wright is cool. But just hindsight, I disagree. But fuck it. Hindsight, Jeff, do you at least see what they was trying to do? All right, well, I'd rather run out of running backs than run out of linebacker. We had to play a 205-pound linebacker last year. Overshown's getting over his knees, I guess. Eric Kendricks is an old man we probably got for 1 year. Would you rather take the linebacker there and figure out running back later? Or would you just have stuck to your board, taken Marshawn and just be shy to look at linebacker later?
I think I'm mostly indifferent between those two particular positions.
Sure.
And so I would have taken the better player, which if that's what they did, then they did fine. If that's what they did, I think that the better players were probably running backs. But I get it. They're reacting to what happened to them last year and that they're trying to not have that happen again. And what am I going to do? Yell at them for devaluing running back? It's my favorite pastime.
That's
my favorite thing to do.
That's what's so fascinating about this. Like, at what point does the devaluing stop? Because we're talking about
taking it beyond
round.
what I would do.
It's it's like third round, dog. We're not talking about pick 15. But to Jeff's point,
day 3.
I don't think they went with a situation where they were like, well, this player's better. I think they did exactly what you were saying, Voch, where it's like, hey, man, we got to take an L somewhere. Yeah. And we'd rather take an L at the running back position. Or let me say this, take our chances, right? If you look at the stack, everybody stacks in agreement here. Running back, linebacker. It was not long. There was not a lot of linebackers to take. So I think they said, we'll take our chances finding our back in the 5th round over getting our linebacker in the 5th round. Now, they gambled, and they lost. Yeah. Was there some running back still there in the 5th? Sure, but I think Carson was probably rated much higher because he was a 3-4 on a lot of people's boards.
I'll never get mad at you for taking a corner that I think start in the NFL over whatever day 3 running back.
I think the problem they ran into was not addressing the situation prior to the draft. Well, they got Royce Freeman, but you know what I mean, right? Like, they didn't really grab a legitimate complimentary back in free agency. So I thought we bring in 8 guys for the 30 visit. We're going to draft a running back. Yeah, they didn't get one for agency. They didn't draft one. And this is where we're at with it.
It worked out great for them. They're going to sell a bunch of number 15s.
Yeah.
It worked out great for them.
Hey, man.
There's people in the chat right now that have already bought a number 15, I promise.
I mean,
look, they're in here.
I would buy it too.
What do you mean, you people?
Ain't that 45 Jordan, basically? No.
Yeah, basically. But hey, man, look, Zeke was at the home run derby. Hey, yo, Scott, look, Zeke was at the home run derby, right? It was like, yeah, man, you know, shit, you back, man. You probably gonna be a different role or something. They ain't say it like this. This is Voch saying this. You probably gonna be a different role here. You know, you're probably gonna be a complimentary guy. You know, you're not as dominant as you once was, right? Zeke was like, well, I mean, I think I am as dominant as I once was. You know what I mean? So I just got to go out there and show that. Yo, Zeke ain't going. I don't think Zeke going for that sit behind Rico shit. And look.
Oh, he's not going to sit behind Rico.
So listen, let me ask y'all this, right?
He shouldn't be here. He shouldn't be here. Like, you can't bring in the guy that Mike McCarthy's up at the podium talking about. Yeah, he slapped 60-year-old people on the ass. He's old school. Like, you can't bring in a guy that you think that highly of that can't play anymore. It's stupid.
Jeff, does seniority roll over? That's my point.
Roll over seniority.
Yeah, Rico now has Cowboy seniority.
Does seniority roll up when Zeke is here? And it's his tenure. You just got to sit back and be mad that Zeke's telling Tony Pollard.
I know Rico's low-key sick.
Zeke telling Tony get off the field is madness. But when Zeke leaves and chat, y'all can answer too. Does Zeke's seniority roll over? I say sit your goof ass down somewhere and let Rico do his thing.
You're missing the big point, or the big picture here.
Deuce Vaughn. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Gerald Jones.
Yeah, Jared Wayne.
He loves Ezekiel Elliott. And we know he will go in those rooms and say, hey, them 15 jerseys. Jeff, tell him what he's going to go in those rooms and say, Jeff.
If y'all could get the pro shop, go ahead and get that updated. And Zeke wanted to come back and wear that 21 again. And I told him, just like I told Bo Marshawn, when I said, you're going to wear 94. That's why they'll buy the 94. They'll buy that one. And then I thought we could sell, you can't let them still use the old Ezekiels. If the
old Ezekiels,
if we get some new Ezekiels,
21s,
get the new Ezekiels, and then that'll be good. All right. I'll see y'all soon.
I'm telling you, man.
All right, bye.
And then Steven just drops in to say, obviously,
I
at
don't
the
know.
end of the
At
day.
the end of the day.
I don't know. I love when Jerry comes in and says something definitively, and then Steven come in and be like, hey, man, I don't know, dog. We'll see, bro.
Jerry just saying shit. That's basically what Steven come out behind and say.
Look, man, Sky, we always talk about creating redundancies on your team when you roster building, right?
Yeah.
And Zeke is a hell of a redundancy. So Rico is a redundancy with much more juice than Zeke. Royce is a redundancy that had a much better rushing year than Zeke last year. Royce rushed for like what, 4.2 or something like that?
Yeah, Royce.
I think Royce has some juice to him. Like when I say juice, I mean he could play a role.
Sure.
But will politics get in the way?
Yeah, he's not
Sixth-round pick, things like that.
Is Zeke the worst running back out of that top 5 or so guys, including like Deuce and Lipke?
You're just setting me up for this. People already think I hate Zeke. I'm not playing this.
Hey, Jeff, let me ask you personally. Jeff, let me ask you personally.
People don't believe me when I say Rico's better than Zeke. So what am I going to do? Okay.
So, Jeff, let me ask you personally. Out of those 5 running backs, right? Rico Dowdle, Royce Freeman, Ezekiel, Hunter Lipke, who's probably just going to get carried here, and little bitty Deuce Vaughn, who got the most juice out of all of them. So, Jeff, which of those 3 do you keep, assuming that you're going to keep Lipke? So Lipke and what other 3?
Wait, why are we starting with Lipke?
Because Lipke's a fullback and he's there.
Okay.
So wait, Lipke is
Rico.
Lipke's a lot.
Unless Brevin Ford play fullback, Lipke assed up.
Man, if they use Lipke like they did last year, that's a waste of a roster spot.
I agree.
But anyway, that's a different story. Go ahead, Jeff.
And then look, Lipke's a teams guy. Zeke ain't gonna play no teams.
No, that's a good point too.
I can't. If he's not, you're right. He's not. I have no idea why he's here.
Deuce is your backup returner.
You know why he's here.
Malik Davis is a teams guy. Roy's probably not a teams guy. Rico started. He ain't teams guy.
It's gonna be Rico.
No, Rico gonna have to be teams guy.
Royce is not gonna make the team. Royce,
Rico.
None of the running backs are gonna play special teams other than.
I thought you were about to say none of them making the team, but go ahead.
No, the top 2 running backs, neither one's gonna play special teams. It's gonna be Rico and Zeke, and then Lipke, I guess, will be hanging around.
Oh boy.
And then Deuce will be up and down, practice squad here, not here.
So you don't think Deuce making it like the 53?
And carry.
Dude, this is depressing, man.
This big offensive line.
Because what I'm hearing is our running back room going into the season is Ezekiel Elliott, Rico Dowdle, and Hunter Lipke.
I don't think you have to have Lipke, but does Mike just want to have the fullback type? He usually does, I guess.
But that's Spider-Man. Like
there's no juice in that running back room. There is no big play threat. That's why my first question is, will the Cowboys have a 40-yard run next year? And if so, who's going to have it?
Here's my word.
Rico
probably, or Deuce.
It might have to be CD.
Doing what?
On one of his 2 carries a game, CD might have the longest run of the year.
Maybe. But in real life, Jeff, like you said earlier, we might go out there and throw that bitch 40 times a game, and we may not even have a whole bunch of carries to go around for real.
That's great.
Here's my worry. Yes. Because look, all these players can serve a purpose if used correctly. I don't know if I trust this staff to use them correctly. My worry is if they go into it like that, right? If they're going to do committee like they've been saying, they need 4 backs. They just do. You need 4. You call up 3 on game day. All 3 play. They all serve a purpose. I still think they're missing a specific type in there, but it is what it is. My worry: you roll with Zeke, Rico, Hunter Lipke, and you're counting on Rico Dowdle to stay healthy. He's never done that, ever. So he gets hurt or they don't trust him, and guess what you're doing? You're giving Zeke the ball 220 times. And Zeke getting the ball that many times towards the end of the year, all we're going to get is the same banged up Zeke heading into the playoffs. And a banged up Zeke is not going to be a good Zeke for you in the playoffs. A 125, 40 carry type of Zeke heading into the playoffs, different story. Then he fits into a committee. I'm worried he's going to get a lot of carries.
If Zeke gets over 200 carries, what do y'all think about? We could all do like Texans content. You think maybe we could do? Because I'd be so tired. I'd be so tired.
That's what I'm worried about, man.
Being too deep, dog. I'm being too Cowboys. I'm being too deep. So let me ask you. So do you think that the running backs on the roster right now?
I do. I don't think that they're going to do anything about it.
No, I think they're still looking. I think
but what does looking mean? Like the way they've played it so far, I'd be stunned if they were going to like trade for somebody.
Well, like waiting on
well, like
that too. Squad guys.
That too.
Yeah.
So last year, my bad. Zeke had 184 carries. Maybe
when he was the lead back, he averaged 2.9 a carry the last season.
He was not good as the lead back. I mean, there's a lot of, I don't know. There's so many people that's like, go look at his. That
was the dumbest story I saw where the Cowboys were really impressed with his last 6 weeks when he was the lead back. And I went and did the math, and I'm like, he averaged 2.9.
Right, but some of the runs that he had could serve a purpose if he's just short guard yardage, goal line, get down there, he'll get touchdown. But if Zeke is sub 180 in carries, I can live with that. When Zeke has to go above 200, 220, 230, we're in a whole different world heading to this dude. I don't think he's going to be able to remain healthy. And I hate to say that, but he's has 3,000 touches in his career, bro. Mm-hmm. Like you can't rely on a dude that's routinely showed you when he's been the lead guy over the last 4 years of his career, he's always banged up at the end of the year. So don't put him in that situation. Compliment him and the rest of that room and fit him in a role.
Is there somebody like has a good content creator done something about how New England sucks and Zeke was great last year? Because I'm seeing it from way too many people, and I have no idea where it's coming from.
It's nostalgia.
And even in the chat right now, where it's like, no, New England sucked. Fine, but just like every year with Pollard, Ramondre Stevenson, more yards per carry than Zeke. All year, every game, the other guy was better than him. When the other guy got hurt, Zeke did worse than ever with a bigger load. I just don't know where it's coming from. That it's like, no, that was a New England problem. The other guy was better than him again.
I remember being upset Zeke running on the field. You know what I'm saying? I won't forget begging the other dude to come on the field. So let me ask you this, Scott. So, and just give or take, Jeff, and you can kind of help me with this, right?
I quit.
How many goal line carries does a running back average a year? I know that's a weird number to just kind of pull out of air.
25
or so?
Guessing. Totally guessing.
30 or so, like just goal line carries. So let's just say it's 25. And how many pass blocking snaps does a running back have throughout an entire year? Just pass blocking on third down.
Like
roughly.
Because they'll throw it 600 times a year, so
something like
starter
that.
Probably 200 of those, or maybe 300.
People are actually telling me that Zeke can be on this team, and his only job is goal line and blocking, and that ain't how life gonna work. That's not how life gonna work. They would rather teach Deuce how to block before Zeke's only job here is just blocking. I think Zeke gets cut, man. I think Zeke gonna be a surprise cut. I think it'll be a surprise cut.
There's no way they're cutting him.
I think it'll be a surprise cut. I've seen Dez Bryant get cut here. I've seen DeMarcus.
They guaranteed his stupid little $2 million contract. They're not giving away $2 million. They're broke. The Joneses are cheap. They're not giving away $2 million.
Jeff, watch they cut Zeke. Watch they cut.
Bro, if they do,
I will give them a round of applause. I won't give him a round of applause.
Watch that cuz and we're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? He gonna come in with his leadership shit. Yeah, you know.
They're not cutting
Maze leading the motherfucker. They gonna cut Zeke. You wanna know why? Because it's not gonna make sense from special. Somebody.
It already doesn't, and they signed him.
He's not gonna be your starting running back, sir.
Why ain't he?
Why is Zeke not gonna be a starting running back?
Yeah.
I bet you because Rico Dowdle is going to blink on the screen. And if Zeke is your starting running back, that's gonna be malpractice from the Cowboys.
Okay. So let me say this real quick. Did Zeke or Tony Pollard play special teams?
No.
Does Zeke or Tony Pollard play?
Yes, when they play together. So you don't. Your top two backs don't necessarily have to play special teams. Mm-hmm. So Ezekiel Elliott has the most experience in doing the things you just talked about, blocking and running at the goal line. I definitely think that is a role he can fit. I don't see why that's a crazy thing to say.
I would be perturbed if Zeke is getting the football over Rico Dowdle. I would be aghast.
Hunter Lipke
took
up a roster spot to play 6 snaps and only run the ball 4 times in a year.
He played teams. He was a teams dude.
Right, but the first or second running back doesn't have to play teams.
And that's my problem. That's my problem. Because we could be getting a better back. We could.
That's
like
a whole
you said,
different discussion.
Will that other back tap a 6-year-old man on the ass and make it hurt?
I don't even know what that means, Jeff.
I think we're having 2 different discussions.
What do you mean you don't know what that means? Did you not hear that, Voch?
Oh yeah, he said that. He said that.
Hold on, listen to this.
McCarthy.
Like I said, it felt like he never left. But he definitely puts you on guard, because he's old school. He's an old school guy, and he'll go up and smack a 6-year-old man in the ass, and it hurts. So I mean, it's those kinds of things.
What you talking about?
That's what he said.
Enjoy. Not that I enjoy getting smacked in the ass, but just enjoy his personality and having him.
Freak ass Mike, he a 69 guy. Freak ass Mike, he a 69 guy.
They're not cutting that guy. They're not cutting that guy.
He's not getting cut, bro.
Man, okay. Well, if they're not, I'll just say it like this. Voch's opinion. Yeah. I wouldn't have signed him, but Voch's opinion. I mean, you can give the ball to another running back and you can produce much better than you could with.
But I think that's a different conversation. That is
sure.
I guess going from February to the draft, you had ample opportunity to draft a guy or get a guy that's better than Zeke. You didn't do it, so here we are. And just for reference, real quick, the year they finally went with that full tandem with Zeke and Tony Pollard played 6 special team snaps. 6.
Hell yeah, get those.
So,
6.
You know what I mean? Like, and then honestly, Rico Dowdle can play special team. That's going to be the case.
I am so happy about Voch right now, though.
For what?
Because now you hate Zeke. You hate him.
I don't hate Zeke.
You hate Zeke.
I don't hate Zeke. I just don't think he's the best running back on the team, or the second best, or the third.
You hate Zeke so much.
I'll get that bit the deuce and just try and just look man. Block better for him. Block better for him. For Deuce.
They didn't block for Deuce last year.
Block better for Deuce and Zeke will be out of here. And look, this ain't me actively trying to get rid of Zeke. I just saw the film last year.
You hate Zeke.
I saw the film when he was in Dallas. Sky, how many times Zeke would go his ass out there and I just text you and be like, man, what are you doing? And that was 2 years ago at running back.
Oh.
All right, man. Look, that's our future though. That's what we dealing with this year, man. As we dealing with.
I'd try to make a trade. I'd try to go get one of these backs. The teams like Miami who got like 17 backs. I guess Arizona got they drafted a bull, Benson. I'm trying to bring somebody in here.
So Scott, let me ask you this. Let's just say you hit up the Jets or something and they send over Israel Abdul, right? What happens with Zeke?
Well, if somebody gets a trade in here, maybe that spices up a little bit. I just don't think they're cutting him. Period. I think he's part of this team.
And that's why they're not bringing anybody in, because they ain't cutting Zeke. And
Cavanaugh. What if they call the Dolphins, right? What they call the Dolphins? They got Jalen Wright.
They're going to keep all 3 of them dudes.
No. Listen, they got Jalen Wright, Motion, and A-Chain, right?
Right.
So what they're gonna do with like Jeff Wilson or something? What if they just cut Jeff Wilson, Jeff, and now
he's the same shit that we got.
They got, I don't know.
Man.
Better than
how much did Moser? Never mind. We're going down a rabbit hole.
Moser probably got a little money.
Yeah, he got paid a thing.
Got a little money. A-Chain cheap, and Jeff probably make $38.
What happened?
Jeff Wilson.
Oh, I was like, I would love to make $38.
Well, you probably got a super chat. Greg Starr got dropped a super chat. I'm going through mine right now. Greg Starr dropped 40 in super chat. He just said, "Great stuff. Appreciate you, sir." Stephen Poe dropped the 5. It says Clark better get his special teams game together. Parsons, Kendricks, and Overshown are starting. Michael playing linebacker for y'all, or he's playing many more linebacker snaps for y'all?
No.
I don't think it's going to go back to what it was his rookie year. I think he'll do some double weight gap stuff, but
yeah, I don't care where he lines up as long as he's going forward almost always.
Only way. Here's my thing: if they had brought in like a Danielle Hunter, that changes everything to me because you brought in a badass pass rusher. As much as I like Marshawn Nealon and we think Sam Williams could do some things, you take Micah from rushing the passer, your pass rush goes way down, and that's the problem. Yeah. Now, if you brought in a dude that was a badass pass rusher, then different discussion.
Night 405 says, "What keeps coordinators from attacking rookies?" What that mean?
I don't know.
You dropped the deuce. Appreciate you. Give us some
get attacked.
Yeah. Give us a little bit of clarity, and we'll.
What do you mean by that?
You know what you talking about? Lost Cowboy Drop 5 says, I've been a fan. I love when they tell us how long they've been a fan. I've been a fan since 72. I rock with all y'all. I play offensive line. Still, don't sleep on Thomas. Nathan Thomas. Jeff,
that's my guy.
Okay, Scott, tell us about Nathan Thomas.
No, I just think he's going to replace Zach Martin.
I think he's going to be somebody. Yeah, he's definitely going to be somebody. Now, I don't know if he
real hard.
Like, I don't know if he beats TJ or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what his role gonna be, but as a dude, like he's one of the 8 best that we got. I would say.
So I think I like TJ. I think TJ is a smart interior offensive lineman. I think that's where he best Nathan Thomas right now. But Nathan Thomas is a goddamn dog when it comes to just being purely physical and just being an ass whoop dude.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that TJ can't be. TJ's done that. But man, I think you'll see a difference in the two at camp just physically, and to the point where maybe Nathan Thomas gets some fights, maybe he misses some assignments because he's trying to, take dudes down. But TJ Bass, I think right now, but I think next year when Zach going, that's going to be a fight, and I like Thomas.
Yeah, when they bring Zeke back next year with these run blocking offensive line, they're going to lead the league in rushing.
I'm gonna turn red on what he goddamn what these video. But
they don't know what they're doing with this running back. They tag the dude that broke his damn ankle.
They don't have a plan. Right? Thank you to Gimli, the great Stambino, and Steven. Those are the ones I see on my YouTube. When I
appreciate it. You got one more too, Jeff. Sarcastro dropped that for you right there. He said, "Did somebody say 38?"
Oh, thanks, Sarcastro.
That's fine.
That's part of our YouTube Cowboys community now, Voch, at least on my show. Is we talk about a cheap player, $38.
$38 a year. That's the language. That's the language.
That's about what Zeke got, but I mean, his is guaranteed though. So Jerry don't want to give that up. Just guaranteed monies.
And look, knowing me, Zeke could go out there and rush for 1,000 yards again. But boy, that's me trying to be.
I don't care for that. Is he healthy at the end of the year? And is our running game better in the sense of they take it more serious? Because you're going to need it in the playoffs, Jeff and Voch.
You're going to need it, but he will never be the best one to hand it to.
I mean that's fair, but I'm looking at it as can I use these guys to their best abilities? And obviously, is the how we're doing it, the scheme, the blocking? How is that looking at the end of the year? If Zeke get 1,000, get 1,000. But if he get 1,000 and it's like 2021, who gives a shit?
Yeah,
he got 1,000 against the third string in Philly, and people waving that pom pom, and it didn't matter in the playoffs because he was terrible again. No one talks about it. Everyone talks about Dak Prescott in the playoffs. Ezekiel Elliott has been awful in the playoffs since 2018 against the Seattle Seahawks, but no one cares. I digress.
Good.
Hey man, you can have a good running game with Devin Singletary or something. You know what I mean? It just depends on if all the peripheral things are together. So, hey man, maybe Cooper Beebe brings that out of one of the running backs and does one. Brother L said nerds, and that's we was swinging swords and shit earlier. And Damon 717 drop 5 in the super chat says, "Hey guys, how refined was Tyron's technique when he first got here? Was he a super technique guy? He wasn't super technique guy, but Tyron. He was ass whoop guy. He was a goddamn specimen, and you had a Callahan. So
you had a Callahan.
Oh, running game Moses, Bill Callahan.
Yo, you see what he's doing in Tennessee? I'm watching it because part A to Z. They got Nashville over there. Man, I'm so jealous.
Yeah. Bill Callahan's awesome.
JC Litt's gonna be all right over there, man. Yeah.
This is the last thing that I have for today.
Go ahead. Yeah, look, Scott. Jeff, Scott. When we get to an hour, Jeff don't want to do the whole.
Oh, y'all were still gonna keep going?
Jeff don't do.
I thought once we grabbed the swords and stuff again, that it was time to do the hot dog boy stuff.
Jeff, you a YouTuber now. You gotta do an hour 32 hours sometimes, sir.
Oh my God, really?
Oh, Jeff, you think it's just an hour?
I took off my nicotine patch like 15 minutes ago, thinking I was about to go to the gas station.
Jeff tweak.
What'd you say, not Chuck? What'd you say, not Chuck?
I thought more of them nicotine packs.
I started looking at that clock at like 58, and I was like, okay, yeah, we got.
Hold on, let me see. Let me get cool with it.
Well, Jeff, we can let you go, but I'm just gonna kick it with my people for a little bit, and we get your body.
Oh, I'll stay then. I'll stay. No, I don't want to. No, I'm a YouTuber now. I do whatever we.
Jeff need his Adderall.
Hey, whatever YouTubers do. Well, I do.
Well, Jeff, you ever take Adderall?
I have Adderall. Yeah. But my psychiatrist made me take an EKG because he said everyone
Foch,
should
you haven't
take
taken
Adderall.
Adderall?
And then they said
I
I need to show that to my regular doctor because he thinks that I might have a heart thing going on. So
You gotta be careful with the Adderall, bro.
I could die
Gotta be
soon.
careful.
Yeah, he said stop taking Adderall for a minute.
I remember when I did that in high school, bro. Oh man, I ended up at a garage sale, a yard sale,
A what?
at about 5 o'clock in the morning, and just bought some random stuff. So
I love
did it.
garage sales.
I just started taking Tylenols, and that's just because I'm old.
Take too many to be a ass headache.
Yeah. So Jeff, the only reason I wanted to keep you is because every day we have Marcus Hardison, who's in my chat. He gives us a quote of the day, and he makes us smarter.
Okay.
That's normally what we do around this time. Now, Marcus may not have thought that we was gonna do this today because we have some guests here, but normally he has a quote for us. So we'll take questions. Yo, Marcus, you got one for us today, or we'll just come back?
I say cue the music.
Yeah, we'll see what because he be having this shit on copy and paste. Marcus, you got something for us today, or are we just gonna have to get up out of here? Because we do this, Jeff, and then Marcus Hardison come. Oh shit, he got one. All right, let's do this. And then Jeff, what we got to do is we got to be swaggy, right? So we wait till the beat drop and then we read it and we diagnose it. Okay. Marcus Hardison says for Voch, Skywalker, Steele, Jeff Cavanaugh. You got to wait till we get to the top of the beat, Jeff. We just got to, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. Marcus Hardison says, in the symphony of existence, dangerous men are the harsh notes. Okay, shit, bring it back. Okay, here we go.
Watch. Come on, man.
It's notes. It's
You
notes.
want me
No. I got to read it. Can't nobody read like me.
Sometimes Voch get on his Floyd Mayweather, so you gotta let him go.
Sometimes I get a little fucked up. In the symphony of existence, dangerous men are the harsh notes that challenge the harmonious chords. Embrace their conflicting melodies, for they propel us toward a richer, more vibrant balance. Scott.
Sure.
Okay, now hold on. This guy's all right. Okay, wait.
I go smoke to read this one.
I want mission glory health.
In the symphony of existence, dangerous is like symphony. In the symphony of existence, like a song of us being here, right? Dangerous men are the harsh notes that challenge the harmonious. Okay, here we go.
She
talking to shit now.
Okay, I see you, Mark.
Yeah, man. Kendrick music is better the more you replay it. Watch this. In the symphony of existence.
Oh, you already read that.
What'd you say, Jeff? Dangerous men are the harsh notes that challenge the harmonious chords. Embrace their conflicting melodies, and they propel us toward a richer, more vibrant balance.
You need that violence mixed in.
I ain't gonna hold you.
If you mix it,
I need you to explain that shit to me like I'm 5.
Scott, how about this, guy? How about this, guy? In this world that we live in, right?
Please, thank you.
You need a balance of peaceful people that are going to keep everything tame, that are going to keep everything in line, that are going to, hey, we should love on each other. But if you only had that side, our existence would be fucked up.
It'd be boring.
Okay.
You need the violence.
Somebody got to,
and you need dangerous men to be edged to balance out the peace.
Necessary evil.
You need peace and the gangster shit to come together to make our existence.
All right, my bad, Marcus.
More harmonious.
Yeah. More vibrant,
Without gangster shit, what is peace?
Jeff, you need gangster shit. For they propel us toward a richer and more vibrant balance. Hold this L, lion sleep outside. Young pimp, young goat, young lion. Jeff is
what I do.
Jeff is here. All that's code, Jeff. all that's code for something. Hold this L, UNLV, lion sleep outside. Young goat, young pimp, young lion. Jeff, you just got to know it to know, and your audience just got to know it to know it. Y'all don't tune in all the time.
Shots out to Jeff's. It's been a minute since I've been on Jeff's channel.
I don't understand what we're doing.
Young pimp, young goat, young pimp, young goat, young lion, young Jeff. There we go. Okay. So that's how we end the shows here. Hey man, appreciate y'all for being here. Jeff is ready to get the fuck out. He ready to get out of here.
Twitching.
Skywalker Steele, man, thank you for tapping in
with
us. Yeah, when you ain't got to work and change the scenes and shit. And
exactly.
Got to do the hard part. Yeah. Yeah.
Although we got these things working behind the scenes, I can't wait to do that like legitimately. I love to change the scenes and press the buttons and all that stuff. So
sounds terrible.
Yeah, but we ain't let's get Jeff about Jeff Cavanaugh, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff, tell the people like your name, spell it for them so they can go find you.
I'm Jeff Cavanaugh, Cavanaugh, also known as.
You know what you should get?
What's up?
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff. Yeah, what's that? 21 or 22 jump? One of the jump streets. Is
that or get him to the Greek?
Get him to the Greek. Yeah, get him to the Greek is why is it called a Jeffrey? It
Yeah,
goes away, but then it comes back. That's the joy of the Jeffrey.
But yeah, Jeff's name is in the title of my video, so if y'all want to find Jeff, y'all can go tap in with me. And I'm Voch.
Hey, Voch.
VOCHLONBARDI if y'all want to come tap into my work. And Skywalker still is better than all of us, Jeff. You didn't want to upset nobody earlier, but Skywalker still is the best of the business. And I said it to his face, and I said when we're not on camera. But you check out his work on A2Z Dallas, ATOZ Dallas, every morning, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 10:30. I appreciate you.
I put you guys in featured channels on my channel. When I became a career YouTuber, I was like, what does this thing do? And so I started putting my friends as featured channels on my channel.
Oh, that's
they can find you guys from my channel. How about that?
So you can mooch off my views. That's a good one, Jeff. That's fantastic.
No, your view. Yeah, I'm pushing mooch.
Let's be nice. Let's be nice.
While pressuring you to also put me in that spot.
You didn't have to go there. You're not wrong.
Man, Jeff, it is an honor to work with you. I was brought to tears when I saw you and brought us back in the saddle, man. It was great to see y'all. I'm gonna try to get me, you, Broadus, and Hellman on one broadcast together. See if we can figure that out. Yeah,
we'll do it. Yeah, but hey, dismount faster so that I can go to the gas station.
You say what?
Dismount faster so I can go to the gas station.
Basically, let's get the out of here.
All right, man. Y'all hold it down, man. Catch y'all next time. Peace.
Yeah, bye.